All right, hey VC, how you doing? I'm Jamie. Welcome back. Thought I'd come back with another quick one, kind of random box sets. I was really inspired by Mazzy's last video, although as I say last video of this uploading, he's probably got three more since. But it was one of his last whack-a-moles that he did with the barista, where it was a CD edition of whack-a-mole, and just a great video in terms of taking a look at CDs, box sets, and giving some love to some CDs. And I still love vinyl, absolutely love vinyl. But I still, as you can see, haven't gotten rid of my CD collection. Still love CDs and really enjoy them. So I thought I'd take a look at some of the, as kind of Mazzy did in the last Whack-A-Mole, a few of my CD box sets, but just kind of a focus on some of the LP-sized boxes. So these are some of the older ones. But first off, on my last video, if you haven't checked it out, Frank Zappa, the Hot Rat Sessions, pick this up. This is fantastic. This is a 6 CD box set, and it fits the which you don't see too much of the LP size CD box sets, but there's no vinyl with this. But this is a 6 CD set. This is fantastic. The music is incredible. I cannot believe this sat in the vaults for 50 years. This is just amazing. I have been playing this nonstop. This is really, really good. Frank Zappa, the Hot Rat Sessions, pick it up, really great. Okay, so I thought I'd take a look at some of the older box sets that I have in my collection when they were certainly releasing them in sort of LP size, but they were all CDs. This is the Allman Brothers Band Dreams. Incidentally, the Allman Brothers Band have a 50th box set that's coming out, I believe, at the end of February, called Trouble No More 50th Anniversary Set. It's a five. They're releasing it as a 5 CD set, also a 10 LP set. Have you seen the price of the 10 LP set? Wow. I'll be getting the 5 CD set, but I cannot believe what they're charging for the 10 LP set. Hopefully that price will come down because that is wow. Okay, so here we have Allman Brothers Dreams. This is how many discs on there? This is where they just kind of put all, I believe it's a 4 CD set. We'll open it up as I recall. Again, when you had a nice when they used to put them in these type of sets, I mean, certainly back in the 90s when a lot of these were coming out, they would still be all in the jewel cases, but in these kind of plasticky backs. But I thought that was not the worst packaging overall in terms of that. But I won't go through the whole booklets, everything, but really nice LP size booklets included. But really enjoyed. But looking forward to the new box set, the Allman Brothers. It looks like there's some great music on there, but I just cannot believe what they're charging for the 10 LP set. Hopefully that price will come down. Okay, certainly one of my early Elton John box sets. I mean, Elton John's got so many box sets, it's unbelievable. But this was a good one when it came out. Elton John to be continued. They talked about being a 5-hour musical portrait of Elton John featuring hits, rarities, and previously unreleased recordings, which was pretty cool. Unfortunately, I put at the time the hype sticker on the back. At least I kept it, but I put it on the back. I wouldn't have done that now. This came out in 1990. My goodness. And of course, certainly had some hits since then, but I thought this was an interesting layout where they had this. It's really stiff, but gives you all the track listings there. And then again, following the style that's sort of the. And this I thought, so this is the 4 CD set. It looks like that. And then the booklet just like this. As I say, really nice packaging overall. As I say, which we have seen now with some of the CD box sets, the way they're, even with the Frank Zappa one, the way they're shoving the CDs in the cardboard sleeves, and some of them are really tight that way, which is not my favorite way to house them. And that's where, at least back in the day, they were nicely in the jewel cases, so they're nicely kind of preserved that way. Okay, moving right along. Early Rod Stewart one, Storyteller. Certainly remember when this came out. This would have been roughly, I think, about the same time, 1989 for this one. And, this gives you lots of Rod Stewart. Again, LP sized, same sort of format. With the, it comes off like that, boom, boom. And then the 4 CDs like that. And then the nice LP size booklet overall. And certainly with CD box sets, that's where I think they can really have the most fun with the packaging. I mean, you can certainly with LP box sets, but it's something about CD box sets is where you can really get creative. And Rhino, certainly through the 90s, early 2000s, were absolutely terrific in terms of the absolute creativity with regards to their box sets. Okay, I think still the definitive Little Richard box set is this specialty box on the Specialty Sessions Little Richard. This is simply a three compact disc set, limited edition, includes 32-page booklet. I don't know if this is still available or not, and I think I picked this up back in the day through, might have been through the Columbia Record House or one of those. I can't remember. There was, I think, one for RCA or BMG, sort of a record club for them as well, but really definitive. This is a nice box set overall. Really nice booklet that's included, and quite simply the three CDs housed in their jewel cases there. And this is an Ace specialty release. This came out in 1989. You know, the man, Little Richard. Okay. All right, Little Richard. And it's interesting, like Jerry Lee Lewis keeps a recording, but I don't know if Little Richard, we haven't heard from him in quite some time in terms of, I don't know how his health is, but it's interesting that Little Richard hasn't recorded any music. You'd think there'd be some sort of, I don't know, tribute or a duet thing. As I say, like Jerry Lee Lewis has still been recording fairly steadily, but it's interesting Little Richard hasn't done anything. Okay, I don't know if I've shown this before, but you don't often see this Elvis Costello box set. This came out on Rykodisc when Rykodisc briefly owned the Elvis Costello. This is an interesting box set. It's Elvis Costello and the Attractions. They're calling this 2.5 years. That features the album My Aim Is True, This Year's Model, Armed Forces, and Live at the El Macombo. And I don't think I've seen Live at the El Macombo released separately. I've never seen it on vinyl, so I'll show you the discs first. Quite simply housed like that, featuring the UK version of the album cover for this year's model. And this is the Live at the El Macombo in Toronto that had the great Rolling Stones concert there, also the April Wine Live at the El Macombo. And this was originally released as like a promo only copy. In terms of when it went, I think this went out initially just to radio stations, but available on CD for this release. This came out, I think, in 1993, and that's the track listing, and he is rocking hard on this one. So they have the track listings, and, you've seen these CDs before, but thought it was generally nice. The booklet is nice. It's just a lot of pictures. There really isn't any, as I recall, any sort of analysis on it. Yeah, it's just a lot, nice pictures in terms of that. But it's really just there's not really any write-ups or anything like that on that. Just a quick look at that. Okay, there we have that. And one more we'll throw in. Gotta have a little Bob. Certainly remember when Bob Dylan Biograph came out. Quite simply a 3 CD set, but really nice review overall in terms of Bob Dylan, with some live unreleased stuff. And again, following the format of the day, this came out. No, this came out. Was it 1985? Did it come out? Does someone go that far back on this one? Wow. Okay. I certainly remember when this came out and thought, wow, this is really cool. And quite simply, the 3 CDs like that. And that. And again, the nice LP size booklet. And this one's got a nice weight to it, so they do fill this one up quite nicely. That's great pictures. Bob and Joan there. And on and on. Yeah, I won't show you the whole thing. Okay, so there you have it. Some random box sets of the LP size from back in the day. I think they're popping out. The CDs are popping out. That's going to do it for this one. Again, do take care, and we'll chat again really soon. Take care. Bye-bye.